What's up, guys? We just finished solving the Tesla puzzle, and what's a better way to celebrate in Prague than with a glass of beer?
You told me that you were traveling in Europe, but you didn't have plans to visit Prague. But then you changed your plans, and that's good.
Yeah, it was spontaneous, very spontaneous. And thank you for the invitation.
You're welcome. I had a very nice puzzle sent to me by the puzzle designer, and I decided that I have to share this moment with someone that gonna enjoy this moment as much as I. So
I
that was the
enjoyed
best.
it more than you.
Maybe you enjoyed it more, but I enjoyed it a lot, and I think that your help in solving puzzle was essential. Without your help, I would never guess that flights, how they correspond, so that was quite a challenge.
Did you ever solve a puzzle like this before?
No, that was really something new. First of all, this is the puzzle that you have to plug into the outlet. That's
Right.
I never had a puzzle like that. Pelican never creates a puzzle that you have to plug.
This is a hint, Pelican.
I don't even heard about other puzzles that you have to plug, except for some of the puzzles that was solved on one very popular channel. We're not going to name him.
We don't know any popular puzzle channel, and you sure don't
Except
know.
the Puzzle Guy and the Puzzle Wanderer, the most interesting puzzle channels.
So what was your favorite part of the puzzle?
I think that the first time when we saw the bulbs doing this kind of a tricky flashing, that was very nice. That was completely unexpected.
Yeah. The transition, the way that it did the same thing every time we passed the step, it was really cool to experience, and it was satisfying. You know, it's like you do something good and then someone pats you on the back.
You have to be very patient when solving this puzzle.
Right.
You can't do like spontaneous or quick moves and then do another move like you can do with other puzzles, mechanical puzzles that you solve in your hands. Here you have to do a step and then wait.
Right.
And sometimes you have to wait like 10 or 15 seconds before you get a response from the puzzle.
I think that the part with Nicola and question mark was not the best part, even though it was the last step.
I'm not agreeing with you here, since
really?
This part was quite obvious. That something was wrong with our brains at that moment.
It took 30
and we spent
minutes,
a
though.
lot of time trying to figure out what the question mark means. But that was so obvious. Nicola, and you had just to do the second name. That's it, Nikola Tesla.
But
That's easy.
the thing was that we had to do it in the window of time between the two flashes of the two bulbs at the same time, right?
Okay, but that is like a true puzzle thing. You have to
Right.
figure out when to do it. That is just a pure puzzle.
Yeah, you know.
Nothing bad about that. The only issue was that we couldn't realize what is the question mark. We had different ideas, but not the Tesla, the most obvious one that has to be there.
Oh, you remember in the beginning there was the capital letters that said "too simple."
Maybe that's
That's
too
it, right?
simple.
So we overcomplicated things when we tried to
Oh
think
my
about
God.
yours,
Yeah,
right?
that may be the.
Props to the designer, man.
I like that this puzzle, it doesn't have like a lot of stuff going on. You have a key, you have a dial on one side, and you have like 3 switches. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't have
minimalist.
anything else. The tiny paper that was inside saying US and number, I was like, what is it? Do we have to dial it or what do we have to do? But then when we remembered that we can use internet,
Google.
that was like, oh, yeah, we can try it. And that was just the hit, that was
Yeah.
the correct one.
It's kind of clever to include the internet in a puzzle. It's not the first time I see the internet implemented in a puzzle. This puzzle, Nemo.
I solved Nemo puzzle on my
Yeah.
channel. It requires a lot of internet as well.
So did you like it more than, like, how do you compare them?
I can't compare them since they're completely different. Nemo has multiple challenges. They're quite interesting. There is a pretty well-made puzzle, but the Tesla puzzle box was completely different. It's one of a kind. I can't even compare it to something else. I didn't solve any other puzzle that I can compare it to.
I don't think it's a mechanical puzzle. It's not mechanical at all, actually. It's more of a puzzle game, you know? It's like an escape room game in a
It is
box.
called Escape Room.
Yeah, and we had this cooperation where I can move the right things and you move the dial, and we really cooperated as one man with 4 hands.
I think that
Two brains.
without your help, I would never guess the Morse code. For you, it was like, oh, that's Morse code.
Yeah, it's funny that you say it, because from the beginning I saw the bulbs flashing and I was like, there's gotta be Morse code in this puzzle. There's no way there will not be Morse code. in this puzzle. And you know, I'm really happy that we actually have our channels that we can film puzzles like this, that even I wouldn't be able to solve this puzzle in the next 2 years if it was not for you. And it's so cool that we can share this experience with people around
Yeah,
the
there are a
world.
lot of people who will never afford to buy such puzzle, or who would never spend such money on a puzzle, even if they have such money, because
Right.
they prefer to buy like 10 puzzles at a price of $100 than
Right.
to spend $1,000 for one puzzle.
Yeah, me personally, I cannot afford puzzles like this. Like the most expensive puzzle I bought lately cost, I think, £500, and this was like once in a year spent.
But that's almost like the Tesla box, £500.
Right, but the amount of puzzles that I can buy of this type of price is so low that I am extremely picky about it. This puzzle is actually Revomaze handmade, if you know. It's a rare Revomaze that is made, by now it was made 20 or 30 of, and now they decided to make 20 more or 30 more,
Okay.
and it's actually made by hand.
I saw you have a pretty large collection of Revomaze in your videos. You
Yeah.
have like 5 or maybe more, I don't know.
I have 13 Revomazes.
13!
Yeah.
Oh my god. I have one blue, and the bronze I borrowed from Chris from United States. He has a channel about Revomaze puzzle. Yeah.
So you borrowed it from him?
Yeah, he sent me the puzzle.
And
to
you didn't solve it yet?
No. Chris, thank you for the puzzle.
Chris, you need to urge this guy to solve bronze. He doesn't know what's waiting for him. It's so good.
I told Chris already that I haven't solved the puzzle, and it is time to send it back. I was already thinking that I'm gonna film a video about the puzzle, how I can't solve the Revomaze bronze.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just not because I can't solve it, but because this is a type of puzzle that requires a different approach.
Right.
I don't feel that this puzzle is mine, since I borrowed it. And it doesn't feel like I want to solve it. If it was my puzzle, if it was like 100% mine, and Chris sent it to me and said, you can keep it, I would solve it probably by now 5 times. But
Really?
yeah, just completely different feeling inside about the puzzle, and I'm like, I don't have this connection with the puzzle like I want to solve it.
From what you say, if you had this puzzle and you just want to solve it to display it like a trophy in your collection and be like, look, I solved Revomaze bronze. Like, it's kind of like an achievement for you.
Yeah,
But if you send it back, then you don't feel the same amount of satisfaction.
probably something like that. I never thought about that, but that's probably the perfect explanation.
So
of
you
what
know
is
what's
happening.
the next puzzle you're gonna buy, right?
Revomaze, do you want to send me a puzzle? Cheers to Revomaze.
Let's move on to some other topics, still about puzzles. But
Okay.
my question to you is, how did you start puzzling?
When I moved to Czech Republic, I never thought about solving a single mechanical puzzle. All what I knew about the puzzle by that time is that there is such type of puzzle as Rubik's Cube, and I don't like it. But when I came to Prague, I found that there are a lot of puzzle stores in Prague. Some of them are close to my home, some in the downtown, in the city center, and they sell a lot of amazing puzzles. And I started buying Hanayamas. I guess my first puzzle was Hanayama Padlock.
Oh, that's a difficult first puzzle.
Yeah, it is. It was a good one. I don't remember how long it took me to solve it, but there was kind of nice, amazing feeling that I can solve a puzzle. That I'm smart enough to solve a puzzle. I'm not smart enough to design a puzzle. A lot of people asking me, when are you gonna design a puzzle? I don't know what to say, since those people who design puzzles, they are like way smarter than I.
Even though there are some genius designers, I think that it's like a skill. Designing a puzzle can be honed with time. If you make a puzzle and another puzzle, then the first 20 puzzles are shit, but after you make the 21st puzzle, maybe you get something good and then you can release it.
It's like there are people who can be actors,
Yeah.
and they are kind of actors from their childhood. They always were performing something, reading poems, singing, dancing, and they do it with passion, and they know how to do it, even if they never were taught to do that. And puzzle designing is something similar.
Going out of puzzles a bit, But I want to ask you, what are your like most important belief or like quotes that you live by?
I don't think that I have one. I don't make plans for the future. Like even I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. So I have a one-day life. I live it till the end of the day, and then I wake up and I have another day, and it's again the last day of my life. When you're growing older, every day becomes very similar to the previous day, since you have wife, you have kids, and you have stuff to do. And but that's why I don't have normal job. I do my own job and I work from home, and my everyday is different.
Even people who work from home, like man, how many people actually solve puzzles for a living? This is really cool, you know?
Yeah, I can't say that I'm solving puzzles for a living, not yet. Since
Soon, if you subscribe to him, you will help him reach that as well.
yeah, let's have 1 million subscribers soon. That's even funny. Sounds to me since at the beginning of summer I had just 17,000 subscribers. Now I have 350,000, and who knows, maybe by the end of the year I will have 1 million.
It's easy, just pray to the YouTube gods. I feel like we talked about something and
We talk about how I start solving the puzzles. My first probably like 10 puzzles were Hanayamas, and then I think that I found in a shop this small like whiskey bottle. It was trapped in a wooden puzzle, and you had to solve the puzzle to remove the whiskey
yeah,
bottle.
I know
It is my first video on my channel.
Really?
The first like 100 videos on my channel are very boring. They're very sad, since I didn't know what I was doing. Well, I was too shy to film. I was too shy to talk, since usually when most people solve puzzles, they solve them like on their belly or on this area, and you just sit and do something. But when you're filming puzzles, you're filming solving, you have not only to figure out the solution, but also solve the puzzle in your head, how to talk, and how to talk in a different language, since
that's the
my
most
native
difficult
language
part.
is Russian.
But now your videos are not boring.
I hope so. My wife always told me that your videos are boring, you have to do something with yourself. Just yesterday she told me that you have nice videos now.
She said that?
Yeah.
Man, you should marry her.
She's my wife.
That's the joke.
That's not a good joke.
It's probably the truth, right?
Yeah, probably yes. Since she always telling me that I'm different in my video. Usually in my normal life, I'm quite a funny and sarcastic person. But when you solve puzzles, you can't be funny and sarcastic. What you can say? This puzzle is shit.
It grows because the puzzle is bad. I think the hardest part in making videos is that you're alone and speaking to an object. Speaking to a camera is extremely weird at first. Like, if you saw my first video, did you see my first video?
I don't remember, but probably yeah. I saw a lot of videos on your channel.
So I was like, hey there folks, my name is Greg from Puzzle Wanderer, and welcome to the new YouTube channel. It's so cringe when I watch it right now. I'm like, what is your biggest goal in your life right now?
For now, the biggest goal is to make a living of a YouTube channel, so that I can answer the question when people say, what do you do? Or how do you make money? And so that I can say that I solve puzzles. That's easy.
It's awesome.
That would be awesome, yeah. There are not many people around the world, except maybe for one person who is also a magician.
No, it's actually pretty amazing that today people are able to make a living out of entertaining people. People really need entertainment in their lives.
I like when people write comments regarding my videos, saying that because of my videos, they start solving puzzles, they start being interested in puzzles, and now they have collection of puzzles. A couple of weeks ago, I solved the puzzle. It was a Karakuri number 8. It was sent to me by one of my viewers, Niall Sedlitz. He was not a big fan of puzzles before the COVID, but then when we had all this COVID situation, he started solving puzzles, and now in just less than 2 years, he has a huge collection. He wrote me like he has like more than 100 puzzles or something like that.
This is crazy, man.
Yeah.
What is your philosophy?
Usually I watch interviews with some celebrities, and people ask them questions, and they always have an answer to the most crazy and stupid questions, like what is your philosophy? And I'm always like, what? What is he talking about?
So you have no philosophy.
I just live my life. I don't. What I can say? I don't steal. I don't kill people. I don't do bad stuff. That's it. That's my philosophy. Just be a kind person and live a good life. That's it.
Well, then that's your philosophy.
No, probably yes. I don't kill people. That's my philosophy.
I don't kill people. I really should edit this, but I don't kill them. That was it for the review with my special guest, Puzzle Guy, which absolutely does not kill people. And if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, because that helps the algorithm to show that this video is interesting to you guys.
If you haven't watched our solution of the Tesla puzzle box, go back to my channel and watch it. It was amazing. Puzzle Wonder was very helpful there. Without his help, I would never solve this puzzle in a couple of hours. Probably it would take me a couple of days.
This is where you should click to watch this video, and you should watch this video because this puzzle is really amazing.